Of all types of hot hatches, is this even a hot hatch? This is the Countryman JCW, the high performance one. Look at that, John Cooper Works, all four. Lights up by itself. And look at how gorgeous it is at night. What was I saying just now? Of all types of high performance variants of hot hatch or whatsoever, right? The small SUV type, you know, the GLA 45, and this one, is there a M235i? I know that's a coupe. Anyway, these types, in my opinion, are the fastest real-world cars. Okay, I'm gonna pick up my wife now. Let's see how fast I reach there. All right, engage the gears. I don't even know what mode I'm in. Okay, there's the experiences toggle, vivid, personal, green, core, John Cooper Works. Yeah, let's go. Let's go into John Cooper Works, shall we? Oh, there's a wireless charger here. I know it's nighttime, you guys can't see stuff, but somehow at night you get to see the lovely interior of the Mini. And if you drive a Mini, you have night life on a weekday. So my wife used to own a Clubman Cooper S. Till today, is still her favorite car. She loved that car, man. She just loved chucking around in that car. Oh my God. Pop, 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 pop. These cars are fast, and you don't need to slow down that often. Okay, there is certainly turbo lag, because I suspect the turbochargers are huge, because it pumps so much power. Even though it's four-wheel drive, you can feel the front end a bit of, ooh, I need to manage it a bit. You know, modern day Minis, right, they are not small at all. I can park this car next to a CX-5. This car is not small by any means, but they're always able to make you feel that they're small, that they are nippy and just zipping around stuffs. Right? Oh, that's the G-force meter. Very nice graphics. I love Mini's infotainment screens. The graphics are done really, really well, and they don't leave fingerprints, first thing, and they don't. Somehow is the only screen out there that has zero reflection. I don't know what sort of screen are these, OLED, but they just don't have any reflection at all. Lovely. Oh, excuse me, I'm fast. I'm JCW. I pay more money than a Countryman. You shall let me pass. What is this nincompoop doing? Oh, it's a probation driver with a little P mark. Oh, what's that in the middle of the road? Come on, you probation guy. I am fast. Fast and safe. The suspension for day to day, you will feel that the travel is a little bit short. It's like it ends its travel there, but you never hit the bump stop. But when you're driving fast, you kind of felt it's comfortable when you drive fast. So this is the type of car that you feel more at ease and more comfortable when you're going fast. You know, it reacts to the road immediately, and then it sort out the rebounds end pretty abruptly. You know, it doesn't go like bounce and bounce and bounce, trying to ease off the undulation. You just go one time, done. And then off you go. Yeah. Okay, I say how fast I go. I mean, I'm still driving in traffic. I may look like I'm trying to be aggressive, but I'm just following traffic, to be honest. But of course, when the opportunity arises. See, the thing is this, yes, there are many EVs out there that can easily out-accelerate any performance variant ICE cars. But the difference is in executing it. Because in an ICE, you hear things, you connect with the car, and somehow you're just able to use its performance to a more effective manner, or no, I shouldn't say effective. I mean, EVs can zip, 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 but somehow you just felt a little bit more confident when you are more connected with the car. What am I saying? That has always been the case, isn't it? Hello, Mr. Peugeot. Drive faster. I'm no longer the old Mini sharing your Prince engine, your weak engine. Nah, let's be fair. New Peugeots, I've not heard issues from them anymore. I've never. Oh, another probation driver. I shall overtake you. What's with all the youngsters coming out at night? See? Put my signal, overtake, put my signal, merge back to my lane. Just that the sound and all that made it felt like I am driving aggressively. If I'm in an EV, smooth. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Dive, 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 no car. Oh, it tracks its lane so well, just grips onto it. Lovely. Change lanes. Oh, no street lights. Man, this is a big, okay, it's not a big SUV, but if it were a hatchback, it is certainly a huge one. But it's so nice to drive. Don't expect it to be supremely comfortable. It's not going to be. You see all the bumps and dips, right? It just goes down and then it stops there because it wants me to get moving. All the physical controls. Lovely. Oh, a bit of a wet road. It's powerful, so I'll show you how severe the turbo lag is. Full throttle now. There we go. Oh, but it picks up speed, man. I'm not even sure whether those sounds are real. The pop, 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 pop. Could be fake. Couldn't be bothered. What's that car with that single light strip? Oh, that's a Porsche 911. Hi, Porsche. Buy Porsche. See, the Porsche is low. I'm not. So I can rummage over things where the Porsche owner may second guess. Careful there, motorcycle. Man, this is mad. Okay, it's not crazy mad, but because the whole car feels so tight, in terms of steering, in terms of brake, in terms of suspension, it just kind of make you felt that everything about the car just got tied in, you know, so that they move in unison. Yeah. Nice. In 2025, this sort of performance in the eyes of EVs and all that is nothing special anymore. Wouldn't even call it devastatingly quick, but effective it is. Yeah, I shall not drive fast anymore. Queue up, queue up, queue up for my exit. Oh, that car eases back. Interesting. Yeah, and there's a lot of technology stuff going on, you know. I checked my side mirrors. I saw the blind spot warning light up, but even with me putting on my turn signal and changing lanes, this having the steering still vibrates, you know, kind of makes you feel, hey, what's that? And the start stop, probably I can switch it off in the system, but I don't see any use your turn signals, brother. Now only you light them up. I was wondering what's that car doing. I was saying, ooh, the downshift, nice. I was saying the engine stop start. I can't find a button to turn it off. Probably it's the new regulation. You cannot turn it off now. But honestly, it is a little bit annoying. You know, it's a bit too eager to switch off the engine. There are a lot of times where when I'm inching in traffic, it just doesn't start fast enough. I mean, can they also make it a law that if you want stop start, you must have the mild hybrid system now that replaces your starter motor and your alternator, so that your stop start is absolutely seamless. If not, it's just a little bit annoying. And the fact that I couldn't turn it off, yeah, even more annoying. But other than that, I love modern minis. I mean, you can check my other reviews. EV Countryman, you know, okay, the Pace, is it called the Paceman or Aceman? The tiny one. Rocketman, I don't know. The little one, that one is a bit of a stretch, to be honest. It has character, it has all the mini character, but it's just a little bit too small. This one, I haven't checked the price yet. I suspect it's gonna be the high 300s. I cannot imagine this being high 200s, because the Countryman is already high 200s. Yep. Right. Sorry for that. See how sharp you can turn. Oh, very beautiful. Beautiful. You can turn really tight. Well sorted, the suspension. This is not a small car by any stretch of the imagination, but somehow, okay, let's see the turning circle. Minis has been really poor with turning circles. Yes, they're still poor. Still poor. I'm so sorry. You U-turn, I U-turn. Yeah, you couldn't do a 2-lane U-turn. BMWs would have done it. Yeah, would have been able to do it. All right, cheers. The other day I was here charging the Zeekr, and opposite I saw a Lexus, right? And you know what? There are people who wear black leather shoes to work with slacks and long sleeves and jackets.
ties and all that, and they look perfectly fine in a Lexus or a BYD or a Mercedes E-Class and all that. But there are also people who wear these to work, right? And that's the case in point of people who spend 400,000 on something like this instead of spending 400,000 on a Lexus SUV, right? It's, at the end of the day, like it or not, our cars are an extension of our personality, right? And there are not many brands with as strong a personality as Minis, right? Just look at that X1 over there. Just look at that, right? When you're in an X1, it sort of tells people you can't afford an X3. Of course, there are no X1s that cost as much as this one, but par on par, entry level, the Mini just exudes a totally different persona, right? You don't feel like you buy a Mini because you can't afford a BMW. It's not like you buy a Mini because you can't afford a Porsche. No, Mini is a Mini, and there's no comparison. And I have to be honest, amongst so many car brands, they are one of it that has maintained their personality exceptionally well in every execution. Because not everything is about dollars and cents, whether it's worthwhile or not. Not everything computes that way, and certainly not a Mini, right? They are just so special. Now, in every measure, no car so plasticky, so small, so tight, so unplush, so harsh should be priced 400,000. But that being said, no one will say Picasso's painting is beautiful. Certainly stirs thought-provoking, but beauty it is not, right? So that's the thing. There are things in this world that are special, and some people buys that. Some people wear babes. Some people pay a fortune for streetwear, right? They're certainly not high fashion, but not everybody spends 10-20,000 must end up in an LV or a Chanel bag, right? Some people pay that amount for streetwear, for some canvas backpacks. So that's the thing. And I think Mini has zero competitor. I can see Smart is trying very hard to come into this, and they certainly has established themselves in a very unique manner, but I believe they still need more time. They need a little bit more time to fully capture the essence of who they are, what they are, and then extrapolate from there. You know, Mini does it extremely well. Not just their interior design, their choice of materials, but also the screen, the UI, the interface, and all that is just cute. Not the fastest processor, especially coming off a Zeekr. As you know, Geely Group's, their processor is crazy. This is average. Anyway, let's mount you guys up, talk more about the car. I don't think you want to look at me more. Oh yeah, since I'm sitting here, why don't I go through the walk around first, all right? The aircon vents, lovely. You can see this entire panel is a single piece that just clips in, right? And it's plastic underneath, it's fabric up here, plastic below, plastic above here. It's hard plastics, you know, you see very crude molding lines and all that. That's the thing, that's Mini, right? all these are hard plastics. You find these plastics in Myvis, in Sagas, but that's Mini. That is Mini. And again, I'm gonna mention this, I absolutely love this. This is so extra. It looks like it's placed here. It looks like you brought this out of your kitchen and then you just place it here, but seems to me it's a permanent fixture. I don't think, yeah, look at that, 2 screws down here. Imagine they make this, okay, look at this tray. Imagine this tray has clip on at different positions, and imagine this part, instead of being screwed, it's actually molded with a compatible clip, where that means you can take the whole thing out, you can clip it at different positions. That would be ultra cool, right? But unfortunately they did not do that. And these are again cheap plastic moldings everywhere, but they fit in the character. That's the wireless charger. All right, there's an air vent over there. Yep, start charging. Don't think it's some high-speed charger. A lot of European cars, they don't put high-speed chargers over there. Steering wheel, lovely again. You have this little John Cooper Works badging over here. This one is across the board. I love the use of fabric here as well. Fabric here as well. Certain parts are fabric. And then it's a nice chunky steering wheel. Pedal shifters are cute, right? And then plastic. It's just very, very plasticky. In any other car, this is cheap. But just like what I mentioned just now, streetwear came from a cheap history, but they have become mainstream now, right? And I think same goes to this. I'm not here to look for, you know, high-end materials or plush touching materials. No, I'm not here looking for that. I'm here just to show you Mini's ideology and this panel, you know, parking and all that. I couldn't find the disable for engine start stop, auto engine start stop, which really annoys me because it did not do a very good job at it in terms of starting seamlessly and all that. There's no full-length door bin over there, even though the back panel doesn't house a speaker, so it's pretty pointless to cut it off like that. They could have extended it to be more useful. And honestly speaking, some plusher, softer materials on the door cut would have been appreciated. Even though just now I mentioned that, oh, this is Mini, it's so characterful and all that. All right, at least this material, probably here, my hands will feel a lot better. This is beautiful, the fabrics over here. But as Chinese cars have shown us, all these things don't cost a lot. And is this even, okay, this one is slidable. You can't open it to access compartments or whatsoever. 2 USB-C ports there. All right, that's my seating position. I am 5'11", 180 cm. And what is that? Is that some rails? Oh, you can slide them. Come on. It's so small, what's the point? Probably when you want to carry more luggage, you can slide these seats up front. I noticed the seat back angle is pretty slanted, which is good. Okay, so even if I'm seated low, there is still loads of space for me to slot my size 11.5 feet underneath. So that sort of created a comfortable seating position, even though perceivably knee room is not that big. Look at the seat back. I was mentioning about this that day inside the Zeekr. The Zeekr has a very beautiful, luxurious seat back, and most cars are just like that. You can even see the zippers and all that. Right, that's the difference between build quality of Chinese cars and German cars. Now, these are some of the crudest plastics being used, really hard plastics, and they don't look good. All right, this is just cheap single piece molding, unmovable vents, and then 2 more USB-C ports at the back, and that's about it. What do I get here? 2 cup holders, you know, and then pretty alright, but I need to raise this slightly to be more comfortable. And yeah, that's about it. That's about it. And the middle seat belt is mounted on the roof. And as for the boot, I need to drive the car up front a little bit. Oh, sorry. Let's roll out and do it at my usual spot. Okay. Yeah. I'll just do it here. Oh, that guy wants to reverse park. Okay. Let's do it here. Yeah, why didn't I move here just now? Oh my God. I see the start stop. Oh, it sort of trembles and trembles. Okay, park. All right. What is that guy doing? Okay, the boot. Oh. Really? There's no... Eh, how come when I push the button just now? Okay, let's look at the boot. Oh. Oh. Remember the previous generation Countryman? They have that flip out cushion that you can sit here. Now it's just one cheap hard plastic and nothing else. Still a false floor, pretty deep false floor, very thick for soundproofing, but I'm disappointed. I mean, there are no levers to fold the seats down. So in essence, this is a car that is supposed to be entry level in their supposed market, just that this one is the high performance variant, right? This one has a lot more horsepower, a lot more powerful, a lot more body kits, looks cool, has all these little JCW wordings, and it is sold for a premium. Of course, it has four-wheel drive, but four-wheel drive is not something that is supposed to be expensive. And yeah. All right, so we lost some stuffs that made the previous generation so lovable, so cute, and I feel a little bit sad there. Anyway, let's go for a drive. So I reckon you all don't need to see me. Oh, you don't need to see me. You know how I look. Oh, let's do this. Yep. Are we secured? I guess we are. Yep. Very secured. All right. Let's go for some drive and some conversations in this time and age. Okay. Okay, I just noticed when I clip my seat belts, the seat roll up front a little bit. So what I show you just now in terms of knee room, you can add about 2 inches there. That's how far the car rolled. Anyway, let's go for a drive. Feel it. Not uncomfortable, but not comfortable. It's acceptable, I guess. Yeah, let's go for a spin in a wet morning. Oh, I hope this Saturday this Saturday during our event, I hope they can rain in the morning so that they don't rain in the evening. Yeah, this Saturday on the 22nd is our Horizon Familia Day. So yeah, created it for families. Where we have kites, stuffs for you to have fun. Very mini. It's all about fun. Right? Now you can buy the standard 2-liter turbo, right? And this is a high-powered version, 398,888 or 999. Basically, it's 400,000 ringgit with some spare changes. And now this doesn't include whatever year-end promotion that might happen with whatever dealer. I do not know about that, or what kind of discount they're giving, but this is their official price. All right. I mean, if you just drive it normally, it picks up speed, it's all right. And of course, when you give it full beans, you get, look at it now, huge turbo lag, lots of acceleration, a bit loud, a bit brash, which means you won't go there often. You wouldn't, you're just gonna drive it like that, and just that you know when you need to, your car could. But is it exceptionally explosive like a BMW M340i, which is the same price? No way, that is a 3-liter turbo, right? So in a lot of ways, yes, you're paying 400,000 for this. Yes, it's expensive, but you're not getting that kind of mad performance because the platform sort of limits it. That's as much as it is. Right. But that puts me into a question. That got me very curious. Now, they drive well. Okay, it's fun to drive. It's a Mini, yada yada yada. But we now live in an age whereby you can't really find many bad handling cars. Right? A lot of cars, they handle well. A Proton handle well, not as sporty as this, but they are tidy. Almera doesn't handle well, but they are not useless. Beza is bad, but it's extremely cheap, right? So we're now in an era whereby you can buy a 70,000 Yaris and 80,000, and they handle really well. So handling is no longer like the crazy sellable selling point anymore. And of course, you can inject fun in your cars by making it characterful, just like this lady wearing Timberland with some cameo pants, you know, very stylish, very mini. But at the end of the day, when it comes to selling cars, it still has to make up the numbers for what you're charging. In a way, character is one thing, right? And of course, they don't expect to sell huge numbers in this because the bread and butter will be the usual Countryman. But we do remember how well performance variants of normal cars sell. Golf GTIs, right? Golf Rs, A45s and all that. Because in that era, at that price point, there aren't much choices. And those cars do actually outperform the usual ones by a huge margin. Is this? That's the question. And on a broader perspective, with the onslaught of Chinese cars and EVs and all that, right? Will the old business model of European premium brands still make sense? Which means they have a prestigious logo and they sell a lot of crap that carries that prestigious logo. You know, your 116 diesel, your Mercedes 1.2 diesel, all those rubbish, you know, with fabric seats, lousy interiors, cut specs, but it carries a Mercedes logo. Or an Audi even without air conditioning, but it carries an Audi logo, you know? So this business model, does it still make sense in the modern era whereby you charge almost 30% more on the totality of the car's price? Anyone watching from overseas, right? This car is selling in Malaysia for 80,000, no, almost 100,000 US dollar, because it's 400,000 ringgit, and ringgit to US dollar conversion is 4.2, so it's less than that, 90,000. Yeah, of course with our tax. Even without the tax, it's not cheap. The standard Mini is probably about 270, 280. This one is 380, 100,000 more. just by not putting in a larger engine, but a different state of tune and some body kits and probably some different suspension setup and all that. Is this business model still viable? Because if you think about it, with China coming into the picture, whereby they see that, hey, if I can put in aircon seats in a B segment car and still make money, why would I not too? Why would I not do it? I would do it, right? If I can put massage seats in a C segment, why should I reserve it for a D segment? Why? We should give to consumers if we can. And the question is, why not? Right? So, come to think of it, if Europe has recognized that they're not going to win in the EV game, if they already recognize and accept defeat on that, except BMW. BMW Group is doing a pretty good job. If they accept that and they understand that ICE cars is their advantage, will such meddling with horsepower output just by a few lines of codes still justifies the premium price point? If you look at EVs, right, you want more power, you need a larger motor, an EV motor, a higher rated, higher RPM motor, which costs money. If you want longer range, you actually need larger batteries, which cost money again, right? You are actually getting what you paid for. But a lot of European ICE cars now, they are the same except the few lines of codes. If you think about it, it's just a few lines of codes. In fact, a few years ago, they even has the galls to think that, oh, I can put Android Auto, Apple CarPlay inside the car, I can have adaptive cruise control inside the car, and I can also have massage seats being fitted, but I will charge you every month for a subscription fee like Spotify or Netflix. That means your customers, the price they pay for the hardware, they have already purchased all the hardware from you, serving their loan, but you put a layer of software to lock them out, extorting money every month so that they get to use what they have purchased. It is absolutely ridiculous to have this thinking, and that probably foretells the current shitstorm that a lot of European car makers are in. So, in my opinion, if ICE cars like these lovely Mini Cooper, Countryman JCW, S blah blah, turbo, whatever, if they want a future where they continue to capture the imagination of customers opting for ICE cars from Europe, which they have a big advantage over Chinese cars in terms of handling, in terms of engine technology, transmission technology, they have all these accumulated advantages against Chinese cars. If they want that and want to defend that, they should stop playing this game. Every car they sell, when customers pay the premium and enter, should be rewarded accordingly to what they can do at best. That means, in order to honor a 5-year warranty to keep the reliability, and this is possible, this spec, this body kit, this horsepower output should, by right, be the standard Mini Cooper S Countryman that people buy, right? They spend that money to vote for your brand, they enter your brand, and this is what they get. Instead of paying almost double for some horsepower increase. You get what I mean? I think the whole rejigging should already happen
if Europe wants to protect, especially the premium brands. That means no more cut spec C200, which has the same engine as a C250 or C250 C300, regardless, or C200 C300, whatever numbers they want to call them now. You know, just do your best when people vote for your brand and get them delighted when they enter your showroom and spend their next 7 years hard-earned money with the promise of your prestigious badge, be it Germany, be it Mercedes-Benz or BMW or Mini or Audi or even Volkswagen. You know, give them what you could, not intentionally holding back. I don't mean giving them a 440mm Brembo carbon ceramic disc brake. No, those cost money, right? And they're not going to use it. But what I mean is, at least do your very best. Instead of designing an uglier M Sport body kit so that it doesn't outshine your M5 body kit, try and make your M5 better and do your best in your 5 Series. That means when I vote for the BMW brand, I bought a 5 Series, I get what the Chinese brands now give me. You trust me, you voted for me with your money, I will give you everything that I could to keep you in my brand. That's what the Chinese brands are doing. They're trying their best. And if you are worried that they will eat your market share, you should try your best. So I have a great doubt in the future of the current business model of these so-called European premium brands. I don't mean supercar brands, I don't mean mass market, but I mean these premium brands, because you are charging a lot more than the standard Toyota, Honda, you know, the standard, I don't know, in Europe, you have your, is Opel still around? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think, yeah. You look at, I'm sorry, maybe I talk too much. I mean, you look at Geely's, where they hand over their cars with their partner Proton, right? The X70. There's an ionizer hidden inside the armrest. Why hasn't European car makers do it? Why don't they do that? When was the last time I see a European car's air conditioning unit has an automatic ionizer that turns on, or a PM 2.5 filter that turns on when they detect the air is bad outside? These are the small things that I think European car brands should take note. Should really, really take note. Okay? Anyway, I guess that's my review. Is that a review? I mean, this car is fun. But you know, I know that you can deliver the same amount of fun with the standard one. The same amount of speed or handling with the standard one. You don't corner the market now. You no longer corner the market. So let's not do things that makes your consumers, that allows your consumers to wander somewhere else. You get what I mean? Don't let them wander elsewhere. Do your best. Give everything you can. I mean, that's how your brand was created at the first place. That's how you gain your legendary brand promise or trust at the first place. Is that everything you do, you make people remember you. So I'm a big fan of European premium brands, but honestly speaking, seeing what they are doing over the past 10 years is worrying and disappointing. Very little improvements. They thought they can go on like this forever, and the Chinese give them a very big wake-up call. Yeah, I mean, the interface is nice, but can't you fit a slightly faster processor? You get, that's what I meant. All right.